Okay, so they're saying, I don't know how y'all feel about this, that because of Taraji's wage discussion, that it has the movie didn't gross as much as they were expecting.
You want to do this?
No,
You want to
I
do this?
don't think it was Taraji. I think
You
that
don't
it
think
was
you should do this?
public
You
was
want to do this?
expecting.
We can do it.
No, Kelly, you
You
sound like you want to do
act
it.
like we scared or something.
Right.
We
I
don't
mean, we
mind
just
giving our
talking about it.
opinion.
Do
We
you
don't
want to do
mind
this?
giving opinion because that's what we're here for.
I ain't know we
Yeah,
was
I
gonna turn this
mean,
corner.
You
Yes.
need the smoke screen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Victim Tour 2024 definitely shed a dark cloud over this movie, and I'm gonna keep it short.
okay.
After the damage was done, then she came back and said, "Hey, I think all this stuff I said shed a dark cloud on the movie." You didn't need to say that. Now you just ripped the band-aid back off. People was kind of trying to
Yeah,
move
they was
on
trying to let
past
it
it.
go.
They
They
was trying
were.
to let it go. Then she came back and said that, and now you done just ripped the band-aid off again. Yeah, I know Oprah was so tired of them. Every time we sit down on this press run, y'all get to talking about the things that went wrong. Not only are y'all talking about things that went wrong, y'all talking about things that went wrong that got resolved. So like we
Mm.
don't really even need to bring this up because it
I,
got fixed.
I wonder if she was simply
I,
answering a question. Because I don't think she just volunteered the information.
No,
I think
of course
some.
she was answering the question, but you know the blogs is just gonna take out that and boom. So you
but
gotta
why would they not have certain things that are normal? Like I
you
know that
wanna
wasn't the right time for her to talk about it, but if they asked her about it,
you wanna know why?
When else? When else?
but that's her pockets too.
I'll
That's
Yeah.
gonna
tell you.
affect her.
I'll tell you why.
Wow.
In anything, you
No,
don't
no.
get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate. And Taraji
Mhm.
and everybody else been in this industry way too damn long not to have their contracts how they need their contracts to be. The first time you get
I would
somewhere
agree with
and
that.
don't have a bathroom, you tell, hey, put I need a bathroom in my
In my
contract.
contract.
Yeah.
Like,
Mm.
you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? These people have been in the industry way too long to not have that stuff together. You don't leave that dependent upon the studio or whatever, so you can get
Mhm.
that half problem. We've heard everything about Mariah and Brittany with the all yellow Skittles that they have in their rider, et
Right.
cetera, et
True.
cetera, et cetera. I've had to do that on the road. The first time y'all put us in the Super 8, I got to redo the contract. We only do 3-star motels.
Yeah.
Then the next time y'all put us in a 3-star that was trash, okay, hold on. 3 stars, but it got to be a Hilton, or this, or that. Like
Mhm.
she been in the
Hmm.
business too long. It
I would
wasn't no
agree to
And
excuse,
that.
man.
and she said she
I would
fired her
agree to
whole
that.
team.
Yeah. I would agree
See,
to that. It's definitely a
She said she
management
fired
thing
her
because
whole team.
at this time in the game, her people should be looking out for her best interests. And what that says is they are
Absolutely.
not at all looking out. But I don't think it was just her. I really do think also the public was expecting a remake of the movie. And was not at all that.
Yeah.
A lot of people said they were not expecting a musical.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
it did not meet their expectations. So
Say that.
that
I
happens.
agree. I agree with that 100%. I think they are looking for a scapegoat, and Taraji is it. I think
Mhm.
that the movie didn't do what they wanted it to do, and now she is the one that they are
Mm,
leaning on
Oh, mhm.
and
yeah.
putting all of the attention on, giving all the media to. You're going to see it in your feeds, you're going to see it in your algorithms, you're going to see it in your face every day, because she is the one that they want you to see in regards to why this movie didn't do so well.
And
And what
that could be true. But if she didn't give them that ammo, they
I was gonna
wouldn't
say,
they wouldn't
she
have it.
didn't
if
help,
we
she
be
didn't
honest
help them
though, everywhere
completely.
she stopped after a certain point, everywhere she stopped, she was having the same conversation.
But
Yeah.
Now
they're
I'm
gonna
jumping. I
they're gonna
mean,
tell her, they're gonna tell the people to keep asking her the same questions.
Because you know what you do. You know what you do before interviews, right? Don't ask me this. Don't ask me this. And we ain't talking about this. We only talk about the movie. But
I think
every time they sit down on this press run, because I watched all of them, it just kept. And a lot of times it wasn't even a direct question. They just was bringing up stuff. Oh yeah, man, you remember we had no food on Tuesday? Like,
right,
whoa,
right. Like,
Mhm.
but then my thought was like, why wouldn't they have food? Like, why wouldn't there
man,
be
listen.
Yeah.
catering?
Exactly.
Like
That's
Why,
the
a
problem.
production of
why
this
they gotta tell the
magnitude.
press? Why they
They
gotta tell the people in the
they should not
interview that
have.
they
I
have no
mean,
food?
yes, but that most sets you have food on. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This is
Yeah, that's a
The-
given.
These are all valid questions, but coming from somebody who do this for a living, and nothing ever ceases to amaze me. Whether you dealing with a janky promoter or the
yeah,
best promoter in the country,
Mhm.
it's something can always go wrong. Everybody working for somebody. You got people skipping. Oh man, this dude here slept too long. He didn't do his job. It's always something going
Mm.
on. It's always something. I promise you. It's all. I remember Oprah had the energy. She was like, "Hold on," and I fixed that for you, right? We got that together. Oh yes, you did. Like, there's no need to bring that up. Yeah, I
right.
was just so
Mhm.
disgusted. And then when Fantasia, she sung the national anthem at the national championship game, and then that just made I was. They had this rolled out perfectly. This was meant to. All this stuff was gonna go together and line up for the greater of good, and then
Didn't.
Didn't.
it just didn't roll over, and now it's turning into a whole bigger thing because every time anybody with a camera and a microphone see a black actress, they asking them,
They
"Hey,
asking
so
them,
how you
yeah.
feel about Taraji?" And it's putting them against the wall, and then
Yeah.
if you do like Vivica, hey, I'm sorry, I haven't
He
had
said
that
she good,
experience. I'm
Yeah.
good. Now people looking at her like she ain't nothing.
Yeah.
right,
That's the truth. That's
Like
like
right.
they say she's
I couldn't
saying something
understand
against
why
Taraji,
people
and
would
she's
be
You
mad
not.
at Vivica
don't.
because she said her truth. She said she
Yeah.
was good. That she didn't
Mhm.
have those experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's just a big.
we
It's
can't be
just a
mad because she said what she said.
man.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's her truth.
This was
Yeah.
just a big
Mess.
cluster crap, and it was supposed to be something beautiful, and then it wasn't. And
And
every
then it
time
was.
then down Taraji crying on the interviews and stuff, and I'm just like,
Yeah. She
See, I haven't seen
may
any of the
even.
current interviews.
I
it's
haven't
just
either.
it's just
I've seen a couple,
it's
and she's
not good
fine.
for press. They just gonna have to move. They just gonna have to move on from it. And what nobody else is gonna talk about is you. Now you think people want to work with her? I'm like, man, studios gonna have to make people sign NDAs now. Ain't nobody gonna want to work with that. That's what they be talking about. Hard to work with. No, I'm not. I'm not calling you
Mm.
because just to show the toilet don't flush one day, I got to think about maybe you gonna mention that. And you know what I'm saying? It's man, Hollywood crazy, man.
But I feel like that's what she's talking about though. Like the moment you say something, people gonna treat you different. Like it shouldn't be that way because for men, for the white man, it's different. They say something, shit gets done. Like, and that's it. That's the end of it. If I say, hey, this is a problem, that problem gets fixed, it's over
Right.
with. But as far as like women and especially black women, I'm just go ahead and say it. People put their heel on black women's necks. And when we say things, people just ignore that shit. People just be like, they'll cut us off, they quick to write us off. And sometimes we have to use that platform, that media platform, where we have a camera in front of us to say, hey, this is happening. This is what's happening to me. And it's been happening to me for this long. And I'm trying to get up out of it. And
You
this is how I'm doing that.
and you're 1,000% right. But this is what we call in the industry picking a side. So if you're gonna be the person to say that, you got freedom of speech, but you don't got freedom of consequence. So if you're gonna be the martyr to say that, just know your phone may not ring. And you got the
That's
people
it.
that's what Cat Williams on. He know, like I ain't in Hollywood, I ain't on that. He know it's a
Yeah.
limit. So if you're gonna
Mhm.
be that person, then
Mhm.
I don't want to see you on an interview this summer talking about don't nobody want to work with you no more.
That
I
part.
don't think this is going to hurt Taraji's career. I don't think that at all. I think
I
she's too
hope
good
it
of an
doesn't.
actress for that. But I do think, like you said, she fired her team, so it's time for her to revamp her,
Yeah.
the business side of things, and get her some people that's really going to look out for her benefit.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you gotta have that team around you. You're only as good as your team.
Mhm.
Mhm.